but I can also hear a bunch of mobs down there, so it's kind of dangerous. I don't... Oh, copper. Yeah, we need that. Yeah, you need copper and aluminium to make brass. And the brass is what you need to use to make molds. So when you're making things out of wood and stone and stuff, you need the wooden stencils. This is just me being super careful, as you do in UHS, as I've learned. Yeah, so to make the things out of raw materials like bone and wood and stone and cactus and flint and all the other materials you can make your tools out of, you need the wooden stencils. But if you want to use your metal to craft your tools, then you need to make a mold, and you need to make it out of brass, which is either gold or brass, which is a combination of 3 aluminium and 1 copper. And then yeah, here's me being super brave, being all, I wonder what's down there. I think I saw some more copper, that's why I wanted to investigate it. I could hear like a spider and a zombie, but it seems like they're either on the other side of this wall or they are at the bottom of this waterfall. So being extra careful never hurt anybody, so I'm just blocking this off, making sure that they can't reach me. Block off the water too, because that hinders our mobility. And grab all the copper. Yeah, I think copper is like the most rare ore. I mean, like, most rare normal ore. That doesn't sound right either. I mean, like, out of copper, tin, aluminium, copper is one of the more rare ones. And the thing is that it's used a lot. We use it in making brass, which, as I said before, is aluminium and copper. You use it to make bronze, which is tin and copper. And that's about all. That's all that you use it for. But yeah, pretty happy that I managed to get some. I'm not too pleased about how close by the zombies and the spiders sound though. That green veiny rock is from Thaumcraft. It's a shard. It's an elemental shard, I guess. And yeah, but usually in UHS with Thaumcraft you need a lot of materials to get started, so I usually just leave Thaumcraft alone. And here I remember thinking that I had completely forgotten to make my tool forge. You need 4 blocks of iron or any kind of metal. Iron is most readily available, so I usually make it out of iron. You need 4 blocks of iron to make a tool forge. And what a tool forge does, it allows you to craft more advanced tools. The tool station only allows you to build tools with 3 parts. Alright, here goes our brass. 1 copper, 3 aluminium. We'll let that sit. So the tool station just lets you put 3 parts together. The tool forge allows you to put 4 parts together. And that means that you can make these epic items, like epic tools, like the hammer and the excavator, which is like a mega shovel, and then the lumber axe, which is like a mega axe, and then also like a bunch of different weapons. Like there's a battle axe, which it actually gives you buffs when you charge it. It lets you jump and it gives you a speed buff, and it's kind of broken, it's kind of OP. And on top of that, you can cut a tree down with it. So there's that. The broadsword is, I think its special is it beheads people. This is me telling my story. If you're wondering why I was just standing there, I was telling my story. I'll save it for another day. It was a semi-funny story. You should have been there. It's one of those kinds of stories. Yeah, so I guess yeah, I needed to make more stencil tables because I wanted to get the rest of my tools going. I don't have any of the other stuff. I only have the tool station. So this is the stencil. I don't know why I didn't just go upstairs and get this tool station from the village, but whatever. Alright, so this is how you make the molds. You get the pickaxe head, then you pour brass over it, and it makes a mold. And then you can pour metal into it later on. And then, yeah. So that's what I'm gonna do to, that's what I'm doing to get my iron axe head. I usually try to go for bronze, just because bronze has more durability. But you need tin for that, and I haven't found any tin, funnily enough. Usually end up with a lot of tin. So yeah, I decided to just get the iron pickaxe, and then I just need to get some diamond. Go to Twilight is what I really want to do. I think also we would like to make, because we have 4 ingots worth, 4 casts, 4 iron casts, brass casts worth in the smeltery. You want to use up the rest of it, so I'm gonna make also a sword head. Yeah, here's me demonstrating my story again. I'm sorry to make you curious about my story. I promise I'll tell it another time when it's relevant. So we're looking for the sword head. Did I just skip it? I'm not concentrating at this point because... What did I make? What was that? Is that the sword head? Yes, it is. Sword blade. Sword blade. Medium. For the broadsword. So, once again... Oh, yeah. So... yeah. The black book has the recipes for the alloys. So, here the bronze alloy is 3 aluminum and 1 copper, as I've too quickly described or showed. And then you just pour it over a tool head, and then when it sets, you get a tool mold. Yay! Yay for molds. No, wait, that's wrong. Molds are bad. Unless, yeah, no, molds are bad. And then, yeah, I still haven't gotten around to making my tool forge. I'm trying to figure out what to do with the rest of my 2 ingots. Alright, so that is the... Looks like the tool rod. And I have a super secret trick to show you with that stencil. Right, so the tool rod, I'm making the tool rod. Usually I would make my tool rods out of wood, but I found that if you make it out of iron, then you actually get increased durability. Like, I think it's something like 1.3 multiplier on your durability of your weapon, rather than just the 1 from the wood. So yeah, this is my super secret trick. I think that Wylde has already released it. He's probably fixed it, but if you put a tool rod in the stencil table, tool rod pattern into the stencil table, you get an ingot cast, and that's worth 1 brass ingot of brass. One ingot brass. Yeah, that's worth that much. And it's something that I found you can't do it with any other patterns, only the tool rod, and only if you crafted it. Like I tried using the villager patterns, and they didn't seem to work. I don't know why it works, but it works. And I have shamefully been abusing it because hey, brass is expensive at the start. Like that's one extra tool mold. So our last item that we're going to make a tool mold for is the tough tool rods. That's because you need the tough tool rods to make the backpack, which basically doubles your inventory. Sadly, I don't think I have enough. I don't think I have enough leather for it. But anyway, we'll go into the Twilight Forest and see if we can get some more leather. And I think now I'm finally gonna build the tool forge. There it is, the tool forge. I'm all over the show. So the tool forge is made with 3 seared bricks, 4 metal blocks, such as iron. Oh yeah, I'm demonstrating here that you can only put 3 parts into a tool station. The wooden one, at least. So you're very limited on the selection of weapons and tools that you can make. But if you upgrade it into a... Hey, what's that? I don't know what that is, but I'm gonna examine it next time. Yeah, Tinker's Construct is still... I'm still learning from it. Anyway, this is how you make the tool forge. 3 seared bricks, 4 metal blocks, and the tool station. And then you place it down, and you can see that it now has 4 slots. And you can also make a larger variety of tools and weapons, like the hammer. Hammer Almighty. That's a good name for a hammer. That's what I might call my hammer. Hammer Almighty. The hammer is what I want to go branch mining with. And I just recently converted over to Wylde's style. That's a music genre. Wylde's style of branch mining, which is pretty efficient and actually pretty fun. So here we're melting down some more iron, and we're gonna make an iron pickaxe. And we even have reeds, so we can make it a iron pickaxe with lots of modifiers, which is great. Right. I should probably go up to the surface and cut down more trees because I am dry on like logs and planks and sticks and stuff. But I really wanted to get this pick going, go upstairs, maybe, hopefully it's not nighttime. I think there were still some trees around when I went up there, but yeah. Anyway, of course I'm gonna mess this up. Anyway, guys, I feel like my video is coming to a close. Yep, this thing that I'm doing, dancing around in a circle here, this was me being worried about that bug where you move in a direction and then it gets stuck and you continue moving in that direction. I was really concerned about it, and I was saying that I was going to end off the episode because I want to just make sure that I want to restart again, make sure that make sure that that bug is not happening, because that has killed me in UHS before. There was one time that I was on the edge of a cliff in the nether, and I dug some hellfish, which are like the nether equivalent of silverfish, and it freaked me out so much that I jumped sideways, and and fell off a cliff and died, basically, and I was so upset. So I don't want a repeat of that. Anyway, well, thanks for watching. Hope you join me next time. Hopefully next time I will have audio commentary. But yeah, thanks for watching and goodbye.